Hey guys, Silverlord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Junkion Trashmaster, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, as well as my good buddy Evil Villain. Click the link in the description below, head on over to his Instagram, give him a follow, and let him know Overlord sent you, because this video review right here is also brought to you in part by Dayquil and Tylenol, because your boy is sick and it freaking sucks. So hopefully you don't really notice in the video, but I won't know until the video is done. So with that being said, if I can get through this without hacking my lungs out, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review. Take a look-see at all Trashmaster has to offer in terms of accessories. We have this crazy, what I like to call the Monster Jam dinosaur head weapon thing. Jaw has a tendency to pop out on this, but at any rate, it does have a piece that'll bend there. So you can allegedly get it in his hand. There you go. So there it is in his hand. You kind of open it, kind of can't. It is what it is. Take a look at Trashmaster himself. He does have some parts that you could pop off his back here. These two little kind of dump truck arms, and then the whole front of the dump truck, which can pop apart. So that's kind of interesting. Not something I noticed on the animated Wreck-Gar, whose review I don't think is up yet, but will be going up very soon. But looking at this guy, he looks really cool. He's a brick, first and foremost, but he's a cool looking brick with quite a bit of articulation. So look at that. His head could look up and down a little bit, could rotate. Shoulders could pop out, back down, rotate all the way around. Bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow that gets way past 90, which is pretty impressive. He's got a swivel at the wrist, waist twist. His hip skirts get out of the way here. You kick his hips out, you kick them forward. He's got a bit of a thigh cut in the knee there. Single jointed knee, about 90 degrees out of that. Then his feet will hinge back and forth, and of course ankle rocker. So not bad for a brick character like this. That's not bad at all. So take what you can get when you can get it. Putting all this down, we'll snap his little backpack on. Which can be easier said than done. I say as I get it in there, okay, alright, there you go. And then as for this thing, this peg does not want to go in his hand for whatever reason. What reason that is, I don't know. There we go. So there is that. And there we go. It's Trashmaster, ready to rock. Probably roll, given all the heavy metal spikes he's got going on. So we bring in our 2 regulars. We got the Mythic Legion's brother Manibelith right there. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who's no stranger to spikes himself. Let's be honest. But one thing he is also no stranger to is towering over everyone, which is exactly what he's doing right now. Despite the fact that he is a Voyager, and as far as I know, the only Voyager that like pops apart and becomes like armor pieces for other characters, he's not holding the candle to good old Al Simmons here. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and despite the fact that I do really like good old Trashmaster here, I have to say that the animated Wreck-Gar version of this mold, while not being 100% accurate to the animated series, holds up a little better. Things tab in tighter. He's a little bit more fun to mess around with because of that. It's all around just a superior release to this one. Granted, if you're not into that, I totally get it. So before we wrap this sucker up, why don't we get this guy transformed and take a closer look at his vehicle mode. And as promised, here we have good old Trashmaster in his dump truck mode, which, gotta be honest, makes sense for a Junkion to turn into a dump truck. Kind of surprised that there wasn't one like this before. Granted, there are a ton of Junkions in the, is it 87 movie, so I could be mistaken. But of course he will roll back and forth. Whee! Whee! He's got these little doohickeys on the side. And then this big kind of, I don't know, Monster Jam dinosaur head on the back. That's what I call it anyways. But yeah, covered in spikes. Looks like it'll hurt if it runs you over. And it's even got some Ghost Rider chains on the side, because why not? Other than that, he's pretty much a brick. So that, I think, is going to do it for good old Trashmaster here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.